Hey guys, how's it going? It's Shay and welcome back to The Utmost Geek. I do apologize for the lack of videos as usual, but I was trying to do a sort of weekly schedule thing, but looks like now it'll just be whenever I have the free time as usual. But anyways, today we're going to be looking at two rather, I guess you could say, rare old machines, and as you can probably tell from the stickers on these machines, I'm not sure if you can see the one on the IBM, but they are properly old. I mean, this is HP Vectra type age. They're both close to 25 or more years old, and I picked them up from Facebook Marketplace for £20, which seems like a steal, provided if they work. I don't know if they do work. The owner just told me that they were sitting in a loft for 30 years, and the only thing I've done so far is clean them up to a sort of respectful standard. They weren't that dirty, in fact. This one was a bit more dirtier, but they come out quite nice. I'm sure I could probably do a better job. It's still smudged there and things, but they are in decent shape. But hopefully we'll see what they can do and everything and what's in them. I have already had a look just to see if they are complete or not, but I don't exactly know, like, what kind of RAM does it have and so on and so forth. But we're gonna start off with the Dell machine on the left there, because I'm sure many of you are more familiar with those from what I can tell online and everything. But I don't know. I think we'll start off with the Dell, since it's in a cleaner state and everything, and then we'll have a look at this pretty nice IBM Netvista as well. But yeah, let's get on with it. Alrighty, starting off with the Dell Optiplex GX110. From what I can tell, this machine released in the late 90s, so around maybe 97 or ish, and they went up to I think 2001 or something like that. That's from as far as I can tell. I haven't done much research at all. All I know is that there are different form factors of these machines. This is the second smallest. There's a even smaller one of this, which is properly small for something of this age. Then there's a bigger one, which is the size of that IBM that you guys saw at the start, and then there's also one which is a tower variant, and they all look pretty nice actually. This is all a plastic casing, so that's kind of interesting. There is metal under here, under this top cover, and there of course there's a metal base to it and metal sides on the inside, because this is kind of like a wraparound case, which I find to be quite interesting. Looking down there, you can see the Pentium 3 sticker. It's got a old school Dell Made in Europe sticker, which is awesome. And we have a design for Microsoft Windows 2000 Professional, Windows NT 4.0, and Windows 98. And of course we have a lovely badge here, which I think is just plastic. There were some marks and things, but after giving it just a quick wipe, they've actually come off quite easily, so that's good. We have our power button and reset button, which are squishy, but they have a tactile switch behind it, so not so nice, but whatever. We have a floppy drive here, what do they call these? 3.5 inch, 3.25 inch. I forget. But under here we have a blank spot where you could put in a CD drive or DVD drive or something like that. I'm very surprised that this machine did not come with it, and we will definitely be fixing that at some point later on, because come on now, a machine of this age and it doesn't even have a CD drive. I mean, how else am I gonna put data on this thing? Oh dear, not good. Also, there's a tiny little hard drive right there. I think I already mentioned that. It's interesting placement, and there's some funny texturized things there. Anyways, let's turn it around to the side. Alright, on this side you can see it has a Windows 95 license key sticker, OEM of course, and there's a sticker here that says ship date 14th of 9, oh sorry, is that 14th of September 2000? Yeah, that is, okay. GX110 barcode and all that. There's also the service tag here on the side. Again, plastic case, well, for the top part at least. There are two release switches, one on this side and one on this side too, as well as a lot of ventilation, surprisingly, for a machine of this age. They didn't really run that hot, so I'm surprised that they did put this much ventilation on it. But yeah, the case is really easy to open, and it's not too hard to put it back on again. You just have to look at how it clips in at the front, and then boom. Pretty easy. Now let's have a look at the rear. Alright, the rear of the machine is kind of interesting with how it also has this plastic cladding on the back here. On your left you have your power supply. Is it 230? It's multi-voltage as well. Awesome. Another grate here for, I believe it's the CPU. Parallel, serial, PS2 ports, USB 1.1. Is that another serial? Yeah, that is. VGA, built-in Ethernet, which is nice. A modem with, is that audio jacks on it? That's a bit odd, I could be wrong. And we have a sound card here, because apparently this one doesn't have built-in audio, which is strange, but hey, sound card is, I guess, an upgrade, huh? Anyways, let's open the case now and we'll have a look on the inside. Alrighty, so to get into this thing, you have to release the two release buttons that I showed you earlier, and then you just pull it up, and then it comes straight off. And looking inside, it's all plastic, which I am not very keen on, especially with, this is very old plastic we're talking about, and I think there was a date on here somewhere. But yeah, you can see all the plastic. In fact, there's a bit of it that actually broke off holding this blanking plate inside, which is not good. But yeah, oh well, not much we can do about that, can we? Just have to be extremely careful. Put it to the side here. Looking at the rest of the machine, we have quite a bare interior in a way. Here's our Maxtor hard drive. We've already had a bit of a experience with one of those, and I'm sure that many of you know how bad they are. Might get some interesting sounds from it though. Of course, we have an empty area here. That's where your drive would be. Those were those here are those clicky buttons I was talking about earlier. The floppy drive, which not sure who actually made it. It says NEC on there. Very silly. That's our modem there. Underneath there you can kind of see the sound card, and there's a bit of floppy plastic here. Strange. And looking at the rest of this machine, well, we have our CPU fan, which is interesting. I've heard that some of these Pentium 3 machines just had a kind of a guide here that just, makes the power supply do all of the airflow work, which doesn't seem like a good idea to me, but I don't know. Oopsie daisy. Of course there had to be a camera bump. And hopefully you can see that there's no RAM in this thing. It does take DDR RAM, and I do have some laying around. Actually upgraded the Dimension 8300 recently, so might just stick its RAM in here. You can see there's a CPU there, so that's good. At least we know that there is one there. It's quite a bare motherboard actually. It's a very basic machine in that sense. It's just made for work and nothing else really. There is this interesting sled here, which, look at that, that's quite cool. I know Dell have always been into making cases with a lot of mechanical action in it, but yeah, it's got a funny kind of proprietary slot there, as you can see, which this sled goes into, and that's about it really. You have some floppy drive cables and IDE cables and all that. It's even, it looks like they left the, I guess that was just, you know, factory thing as usual. PC speaker. I don't see a proper speaker in this thing, so oh well. And we also have a 145 watts Dell power supply, which I'm hoping is still good. All the caps are good, so that's all of the, hopefully all the safety stuff we need to worry about. I'm guessing this CR2032 battery is dead as well. Wouldn't be surprised after who knows how many years. There's a jumper down here as well. But yeah, looks to be all in good shape apart from just needing a bit of a clean, huh? Now let's try and turn it on and we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, completely forgot to show you the base. There's 2 feet there, and that's about it. There's one more here, and there's a sticker there that doesn't really show much apart from saying made in Ireland and date code of I believe 2000. I think it said September 2000. So yeah, same thing as what the shipping date said, which is fine. I'm kind of actually newer than what I thought it would be. I thought it was from the 90s, but oh well. Got no feet down there, just these little plastic stud things. Not good for your desk, huh? But anyways, now we shall get round to running it. Alrighty, I've set everything up. The machine is on the table. I've just put a piece of towel here so this doesn't scratch the plastic, and the table is actually quite shaky now thanks to how heavy it is. My goodness, can't speak English. As you can see, there's one thing left to unplug, and I'm just gonna do this on camera just in case it tries to blow up or something. Might be funny for you guys to watch. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there's signs of life. Whoopsie daisy. And second camera bump for the video. Very nice. Let's hit the power button. Ooh. I think could be related to RAM. Okay, interesting. Guess it didn't like the RAM that I put in it. Let me just try and reseat it and then I'll come back. Alright, so bad news. Looks like the machine doesn't want to post properly thanks to memory issues and things. So I'm gonna have to try and have a look at this thing again at a later date. Definitely gonna have to try some different RAM, and hopefully I'll make a short video and to show it running in the future. But we don't have much time, so let's move on to the IBM now. Alrighty, now for the IBM Netvista, which apparently is a model number 6647. Interesting. I did search this model up when I was looking at the listing for these two machines, and I couldn't really find any information on it. Just found a few other listings of the same PC. So, well, not this same exact PC, just the same model. Which, okay, I guess it does exist. So, yeah, got some. I do really like the IBM design language of this era, and you know, the early Lenovo machines, they kind of carried this on with the sharp edges and everything. This is all airflow intake, which is nice. Same here too. It was all pretty dirty, and it still is kind of nice power button. Doesn't feel like it's doing much. I'm hoping that it does something. Floppy drive here, as usual. CD drive, DVD drive. There usually is an expansion bay cover, and that's why it looks a bit funny here. I'm surprised that it didn't come with a DVD drive originally, and I don't know why one of the drives is more yellow than the other, but I guess that proves my point of it being added in at a later date. As well, apart from that, there's a little info sticker here, which model number 6647-E5G, and there's a serial number there too. And your badges are up here, interestingly. So yeah, it's in okay shape. There's a couple of scratches here and there. Let's turn it to the side now. And there's really nothing much to be seen here. It's all metal here. It's quite a heavy machine, honestly. Another release button on both sides. Windows 2000 Professional, according to the sticker. So we'll see. If it really has that on it or not. Maybe. I don't know. Again, I really don't know much about these machines, apart from a couple of other things. Was the guy was offering to sell a keyboard from Dell and HP, as well as some discs which weren't related to these. They were just office discs and stuff, but I can get that offline and online, I mean, so it's not anything to worry about, I guess. Let me turn it to the other side. On this side, it's just some area for venting. Quite a lot of good airflow on this one, surprisingly, and the other release button. On the back here, it's kind of strange. The power supply is here, and it's a funny standard. I haven't seen that before. Same with the one on the Dell, by the way. It's not ATX, and neither is this for sure. There's all these stickers and all that saying it's been tested and all that, but nothing like PAT tested. It says a date here, 2004, so I'm guessing that's when this thing was last used. I've seen some models that have a fan here, but this one doesn't. We've got a good old lock here. Don't have the key, unfortunately. Big vents here, serial parallel, another serial, USB 1.1, PS2 ports, built-in audio, which is nice, and no built-in Ethernet, but that's why this is here. I don't know if that was a factory option or not, but I find it a bit strange that it didn't come with built-in Ethernet at this point, considering the Optiplex has it, and so does the Vectra actually. But yeah, there's also some corrosion on these blanking plates, which is not good. There's also, I actually forgot to mention this, but there's also some corrosion on the Optiplex's ports, just a tiny bit, nothing too much to worry about. So yeah, I guess that's what happens when you leave stuff in the loft uncovered for who knows how many years. Anyways, let's open this one up and see what's in there. Alright, trying to open this one up, and we just do it the same way as the Dell. And unlike the Dell, it also has this lovely diagram here, which is awesome. There's also a date stamp on this one, which says February 2001. Oh, sorry, you can't even see that, there you go. And you can see all the grime and dust and everything, so yeah. Let's put this aside, and then we'll have a look at the rest of the machine, which is quite interesting for this one because it seems to be a like a higher end machine in that sense. Got a sensor down here and all that stuff. We've got an intake fan, which is good for your graphics card and all that stuff, and actually helps with the airflow for the CPU, so that's good. And just turning it to the side, looks like it has quite a bigger motherboard, and it's more of a standard size rather than whatever that thing was in the Dell, which looked like, I think it's Flex ATX, I could be wrong. But yeah, can't really see much, but all the caps here are good. This one, it's pretty badly bent. Looks like it's still making connection though, so that's good. Really quite worried about that. Apart from that, there's a hard drive in here as well. a lot of funny cables here. There's this little daughter board here too, which I'm not sure what that does. Could be like chassis. Yeah, maybe. This wire runs up here, goes round. Yeah, chassis intrusion perhaps, and this one is for your fan. Okay, interesting. It's all rather strange. You can see it all there. Kind of see that all of the rust on the expansion, well, on the blanking plates. And here's the empty area that I was trying to talk about earlier. There's nothing here. It's just wasted space, really. They all have these nice little handles, so you can just take everything out easily. This one's got a light-on CD drive. I believe the other one also might be one light-on. Only one audio cable plugged in, so that's interesting as well. I believe this motherboard doesn't really have any other. Yeah, it's only one audio for your CD drive, so that's interesting. Thought it would have two, but whatever. Not sure what RAM we have. Let's try and take this out, shall we? It's really quite dirty in here. Definitely gonna have to clean it up afterwards. And let's see what's in this thing. Infineon. I have a similar stick to this, 256 megs. Okay. Does it say PC133? Oh, I don't think I have that. I might not have this. Hang on a minute. And this one takes PC133 too. Oh dear. So it looks like I will have to let me think for a second, because I don't even know if I have PC133. I'm actually recording this before I try out the Dell, so I wonder what to do. We shall see. Now, let me put this all back together, and we'll give this one a go too, shall we? Oh yeah, I know this video is a big mess right now. One of the feet fell off, but I forgot to show the base on this one too, so yeah. This is what happens when you make a video on machines that you haven't messed with before, and just learning everything as it goes, I guess. But this machine was made in Scotland, so that's cool. Didn't think they had a plant for IBM machines here in Scotland, and yeah, quite unexpected. Is there a date code on this? There isn't, but there's a sticker down there that looks to, I think, that says Reuters, so Reuters, the big news agency, so that's kind of surprising. I did not think that this machine would have come from there. But yeah, that's a bit of history for you there. Well, a bit of history from where it came from. And that's all it says as well. Again, 100 multi-voltage, just like the Dell, but yeah. Anyways, let's run it now, and definitely need to clean it as well. Alrighty, now for the IBM's turn. I'm hoping we might get something this time, but you never know. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Noises. And we are posting. That's interesting. Let's go to the BIOS. 205 memory configuration conflict alert. That was interesting. Hopefully, did it register my key? Please strike. I have no idea. Hard drive light is on. Control S. Let's see. Oh wait, this is not something. Wait, is it? Oh, this is Intel boot agent. Time, date and time incorrect. ID antenna. Okay, that's interesting. Post startup errors. I like this kind of extra thing that's saying. But, yes, automatic system summary. So this is the BIOS. Okay. This is a. Sorry, you guys can't even see anything, can you? Properly. That's slightly better, yeah. 256 max RAM, 815 chipset, and 10 gig hard drive. Oh my god. Oh my days. This is properly ancient stuff. 733 megahertz CPU with 133 megahertz memory bus. Okay. Product data. Okay. So there was a sticker on the motherboard that said the BIOS was changed in 2004, but I completely forgot to show that to you guys. Installed bus USB set. Okay. Oh, good stuff. System share. Okay. Can you change this? Oh, you can change the amount of keep that like that. PCI integrated. We don't have any video card install. Video interrupt. Okay. And if you heard earlier, the hard drive in the Dell was actually it was crashing. So again, Mac Store hard drive moment. Start options, startup sequence. Let's make this into that hard disk. Yes. No, disable. Okay, I think. Yeah, well, pretty normal stuff. Virus detection. Now that is interesting. Day and time, we'll do that later. Obviously the BIOS battery is completely flat, so we are going to have to change that. 8 p.m. Interesting stuff, honestly. I'm gonna have to spend some time looking at this, but let's save settings and let's exit setup. No. Yes, exit. Pretty interesting BIOS. I like it. Now let's see if there's anything on the hard drive. Looks like it might just end up I don't know. I can hear the hard drive doing. Oh, whoa, okay, we're getting somewhere. Windows XP on this, 256 megs of RAM as well. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I mean, we'll see if there's a user on here as well. Oh wow, okay. This is oh, the speaker works. Okay, oh, very nice. Karen. Okay. And looks like we have a DVD. There's nothing on this thing. Okay. Not surprised, considering you know, 10 gig hard drive. Not sure what you're gonna be doing with that much. Let's see, size wise, how much is on this thing? Don't want to look in too much, but yeah. Okay, we do have quite a lot of free space, but still, tiny little hard drive. I do like this sidebar thing here. Reminds me of Vista a lot, so that's funny. Apart from that, again, nothing at all on here. And let's see, can we get some pinball going here? It's a pretty quiet machine. If I just turn off this fan for a second, let you guys hear. Well, the sound works very well. Yeah, pretty quiet. Let's see. Oh. It works. And the set speed again. Sounds pretty good. I have quite a lot to put on this thing for sure, but let's see, do our drives work? Yes. Both of them as well. Well, looks like I I had a feeling that the IBM machine would work, but I'm glad that it has, and you know, that's just great. 3D good stuff. Yeah, all cool. All good. Anyways, guys, let's end the video now, because otherwise it's going to be very long, and it's probably already long enough. And hopefully I'll come back in another video, maybe with some news and updates on these machines. So yeah, let's end the video now. So there we have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed looking at these exhibits from the pages of history, if you will. But I do enjoy looking at these older machines, especially since these are way before my time. It's kind of like uncharted territory for me, although I've already got a Pentium 3 machine. I think it would be nice to do a comparison between these three, don't you? And maybe we might do a bit of upgrading. I don't know. Not for sure, not for now at least, but I can definitely think of some in mind. Feel free to let me know what you guys think of these. I'm sure there'll be some of you guys who are interested in these older ones as well. And maybe you guys use these when you're in school or something like that. Again, share your stories. I'd love to hear them. And as usual, I say the regular old thing, nobody's forcing you to like or subscribe or whatever. We don't do that on this channel, and it's just not really my thing. If you enjoyed this video, you know exactly what to do. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.